Hey, what's up everybody? Ben here from blogwithben.com. So blogging is a fantastic way to share your passion and grow your brand, but we all know that creating professional images for your blog can be a challenge. Most bloggers, especially those just starting out, don't have the budget to hire a designer or buy expensive software, and that can really limit how professional your blog looks. But what if there was an easy and affordable way to create stunning, cohesive visuals for your blog without needing a design background or a huge budget? Well, that's where Kittl comes into play. Kittl's user-friendly design tools let you create professional-looking images that can make your blog stand out. And the best part, it's budget-friendly and doesn't require any fancy design skills. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through each step from picking a brand kit template to customizing it to perfectly match your blog style. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to create amazing visuals that make your blog stand out and look polished. And real quick, before we get started, if you get any value out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Helps me bring you more resources, and it keeps you up to date with all of the AI, web, and tech trends happening throughout the year. But either way, thank you so much for all your support. Also, if you're brand new to Kittl, I highly recommend checking out my in-depth tutorial for beginners whenever you have some extra time. And I'll link to that video in the description below, but it's a great resource to help you get acquainted with everything Kittl has to offer, and it's great for bloggers and site owners. So again, I'll link to that in the video description below if you want to check that out. All right, with that being said, let's get started. So I've spun up this WordPress blog where, as you can see, the theme contains some placeholder images, but you obviously want to swap these out with something that matches your color scheme and brand. Also, if we visit the blog, you'll see that I haven't uploaded any featured images, which leaves this blog feed looking bland and somewhat basic. And as a blogger, creating featured images for my posts was always a headache. But now with Kittl, I can easily create professional looking featured images in just a few minutes. And whether you have a brand new site or maybe you want to rebrand your current site, I recommend checking out Kittl's brand kits. And to do that, from Kittl's dashboard, click on where it says branding. Then from here you have a few options. Again, we want to access the brand kits, so select that option. And then this will open the brand kit templates where you can browse and preview all of the kits that Kittl has to offer. Now, one thing I want to point out is that all of these templates are 100% customizable, meaning just because they're using a certain text or color within the template preview, that doesn't mean that they have to stay that way. You have complete control over every aspect of these templates and can really make them your own to ensure that they match your particular brand. And it's super easy to do. So once you find a brand kit template that you want to use, go ahead and click on it. And this will bring you to Kittl's one-of-a-kind web-based editor, where you'll see the template has been added to your artboard and is ready for you to start editing. And again, I have to mention that this editor offers high-quality elements, photos, textures, and fonts built in, enabling blog owners to concentrate on the creative process rather than spending a ton of time searching for resources across multiple platforms. And since we're here, let me give you a quick tour of Kittl's web-based visual editor. Okay, so in this quick tour of the visual editor, if you take a look on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a sidebar menu where you have access to a ton of tools to help you enhance your designs and workflows. Templates is currently selected. As you can see here, you have access to additional templates to include in your brand kit if you want. But this toolbar is also where you can add text, images, textures, additional brand kits, and even use AI, which we'll do a little later on. Then towards the top of the screen, there are some additional toolbars, if you will. This is where you can name your project, choose a selector like the mouse pointer to move around the editor, or you can create a custom-sized artboard. Then towards the right, you have your notifications, your mockup creator, which is a new tool and it's super cool. Highly recommend checking it out. It's also a share option to share your work. You have the ability to print it, and then also download it to your computer. And then you also have this avatar on the far right where you can access your account settings, projects, and subscription info. Then towards the center of the screen is the web-based editor, And each template here is what Kittl refers to as an artboard. And this is another thing that I love about Kittl. The artboards allow you to work on multiple projects in one place. Instead of having to open multiple projects and making sure that everything matches, all of the templates are right here, and you can quickly move from project to project, ensuring consistency across the entire design. Plus, you can make your edits right here in real time. I love this feature. And speaking of that, let's start editing this brand kit for my WordPress blog. I realized that this brand kit was advertised as a YouTube channel brand kit, but we could still make it work for a blog, especially with how customizable everything is here in Kittl. For example, let's say you need to change the color scheme of these templates so that they match your particular brand. Well, in the past, I would have to edit each template one by one to ensure that everything matched. But Kittl has solved this issue with the Project Color Palette Selector. And if you look towards the bottom right corner of the editor, you'll see these color swatches. That is the current color palette being used. But if you click on it, it opens a huge list of additional palettes that you can browse and choose from. And towards the top are the current colors being used, which you can actually change one by one if you need specific colors. Then, this is what I really like. Below that are pre-made color palettes, where if you hover your mouse over each one, you could see the power of this feature. It changes the colors of each template, saving me a ton of time, and it's keeping everything consistent around the entire brand kit. Again, I can't even begin to tell you how much time this is saving me. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm just a huge fan of this feature. Okay, once you find a color palette that you like, click on it, and that will be applied to the brand kit on each artboard. And then from here, we can begin editing. So editing these templates couldn't be easier. If you hover your mouse over an artboard and click on its title, that will open some additional editing options where, depending on what you have selected, the options here will vary. But since I selected the entire artboard, it's just the size, opacity, and colors that you can edit. But as you'll see in a few moments, if you click on the text or images within an artboard, these editing options will change and give you a ton of creative control over the template. Another cool thing is this additional toolbar that opens above the artboard. And we'll use this in a few different ways, but this toolbar gives you some additional options like the ability to duplicate an entire artboard if needed. And to do that, just click on this icon and you'll have an exact replica instantly ready for you to work on. Also, if you look towards the bottom of the editor, you can zoom in and out, giving you a bird's eye view of the entire brand kit. You can also move it around and even zoom in. It's like working on a whiteboard and seeing the entire project as a whole. Then another thing I love is that if you want to focus on a specific template to work on, just click on it to select it, and then click the zoom plus icon at the bottom of the screen, and this zooms right in on that specific template. Just a quick tip to help you be more efficient within the editor. Okay, so I'm going to use this particular template for my site's homepage header. And again, every aspect of this template is customizable, and it looks like an end screen for a YouTube channel, but I just want to use the background. So I'm literally going to delete everything from this template but the background. And all you'll do is just select each element one by clicking on them and then deleting them. Super simple. Okay, so I think that's going to work. Next, once you're done making your edits to a particular artboard, you do have the option to download a specific artboard as an image file. So to do that, in the upper right-hand corner, if you click on that download button, you'll have some options here as to how you want to proceed. Now, by default, it may select all the artboards to download at once. However, you could change that and download them individually if you need to by clicking that artboard dropdown. And then if you uncheck that first box, that unselects all of the artboards. Then you could select the ones that you want to download. And if you need to download them individually like I do, this is super helpful. Okay, there we go. Then you can even change the size and file type, but I'm keeping everything as is, and we'll download this artboard template and convert it to a PNG. So whenever you're ready, click the download button, and this will convert the template to an image that will then be saved on your computer. Next, I'm going to head over to my WordPress blog, and as you can see, it's currently using a placeholder image in the header, but I'm going to swap that out with my new image. And I'm going to speed through these steps, but if you're using the most up-to-date version of WordPress and its block editor, the steps here should be pretty similar. I'm just editing the page and then selecting the particular block that I want to edit. And then from here I can customize the background image and use the new image that I just uploaded from Kittl. And there we go. Then this particular theme adds an overlay to the background, but I can remove that and voila. Super simple and looks much better in my opinion. Next, if we scroll down, this theme also has a featured section with another placeholder image. This is a great opportunity to use Kittl's brand kit to create a new image to use here. Okay, so let's head back to our Kittl brand kit artboards. And that placeholder image on my website was a square, so let's zoom out and get a better look at what's available. And I think I'll use this one. So let's select it and then zoom in. And there we go. And then this one has some text and what looks like a little graphic of a dumbbell logo on it. I definitely want to change this, and all you do is just place your cursor on the text like you would an email or a Google Doc and start making your edits. How easy is that? And again, when you do, you can make the edit right here within the template, but additional editing options open on the right-hand side of the screen as well, where you can change things like the font style, size, color, etc., giving you a ton of creative control over every aspect of the template. Next, and this is an insanely cool tool, Kittl has what they call their AI Copilot. And to access it, simply click on whatever it is that you want to edit within the template, and I'll click on this dumbbell graphic. And then within that little toolbar, click that sparkle icon, and this opens the Copilot, and it's like your little AI design sidekick. Check this out. So I obviously don't want to use this dumbbell icon, so with the AI Copilot, I can type in this field and tell the AI that I want to change that icon to a computer. Then, when I click enter, the AI gets to work and gives me multiple examples of computer graphics that I could use to replace that dumbbell. How cool is that? And then when you find one that you want to use, just click on it and it replaces the current graphic with the new computer. Amazing. Now, this graphic actually doesn't look too good against the blue background, so let me choose a different one. And it looks like it actually adds a new computer graphic on top of our current one. No worries, we can simply delete the old one and resize the new graphic right here in the artboard and then place it next to the text. Beautiful. Okay, so this image is ready to go. So just like before, let's download it and convert it to an image. So we'll download it by clicking the download button. And then make sure the correct artboard is selected so we're not downloading all of the artboards in bulk. And then I'll keep everything else as is and download this to my computer. Then let's head back to my WordPress blog. And again, I'm going to speed through me adding this image to my site, but the new WordPress editor and its blocks streamlines web design and makes things like this a cinch. And voila, our new brand image has been added to the homepage, and we now have a much more consistent and cohesive look and feel. Now, I realize that these are somewhat simple designs, but I just wanted to highlight the ease of use and give you some ideas as to how you can use the brand kits to quickly create images for your websites and blogs. And we're not done. Next, let me show you how to quickly create blog featured images with Kittl's brand kits. Okay, so here we are at my current blog feed, and you'll see that it's pretty bare. And that's because none of my posts have any featured images yet. However, with Kittl, you can quickly create featured images that not only look professional, but they share the same look and feel. Again, keeping that cohesive design and brand consistency throughout your entire site. And let me show you how easy it is. So, back at our Kittl brand kit, for the featured images, I'm actually going to use these YouTube thumbnail templates. And let me reposition these artboards really quick. There we go. And the sizes of these artboards will work for the featured images. So all we need to do is just swap out the text and images and we'll be good to go. Again, the Kittl template editor makes this super simple where it's just like editing an email. You'll just type and move things around. It doesn't get much easier than that. Then for the image, you have a few options as to how to edit them. You can obviously keep the images, but I'm not making a fitness blog, so I'll definitely want to change this placeholder image. And one way to do that is if you double click on the image, and this will select the whole image, and then this also opens that toolbar above the image. So if you click on that three-dot icon within the toolbar, this will open a drop-down menu where you can access some more editing options. One being the replace the image option. So we'll click on where it says replace, and this opens the image selector within the sidebar toolbar on the left hand side of the screen where you can browse and find images to replace that placeholder image with. And for this example, let's try computer images again. And you can filter these images by keyword here in that field. And I'll just type computer, and this will show computer related images. And looking over these images, I'm not really liking the selection, so let's try a different keyword. So once again, in that field towards the top there, I'm gonna type graphic design, and I'm liking these options a lot better. So once you browse through them and find an image that you wanna use, simply click on it to replace, and boom, the placeholder fitness image has been replaced, and you can now reposition this new image within the template to fit your desired look. Then I'm gonna speed through editing the additional thumbnails, but again, the ease of use and consistency that I'm able to keep in these designs with Kittl's brand kits and this web-based editor was a huge selling point to me and is why I've switched to Kittl for all of my design work for my websites and blogs. Now real quick, I do want to show you another way to swap out images within the templates. So instead of using the replace feature, you can simply double click on the image and then delete it by clicking delete on your keyboard. And then within the toolbar on the left-hand side of the screen in that image selector, find an image that you want to use and simply drag and drop it within the template. Just another quick tip on how to change your images with these templates. Okay, for the sake of time, I'm actually going to fast forward through me adding these featured images to my blog posts, but whenever you do, as you can see, you get a much more consistent look and feel in your blog feed. And by doing so, you have a much better chance of retaining blog visitors, enhancing their user experience, and increasing engagement. All right, finally, let me show you how affordable Kittl is and how to upgrade to a paid subscription. So I realize that a lot of bloggers operate with limited financial resources and sometimes can't really afford expensive design software or hire professional designers, especially if you're running your blog all by yourself. But thankfully, Kittl offers budget-friendly pricing options, making professional design tools accessible to bloggers with limited funds. Also, you can obviously get started with Kittl for free and still do a ton of really cool things with the software. However, whenever you're ready to upgrade, if you hover your mouse over your profile avatar in the upper right corner and then select subscription, you'll be taken to the pricing page where you can get a better idea at the plans offered and their price. And be sure to use coupon code BLOGBINYT for 25% off the first month if you purchase a month-to-month plan, or 25% off the first year on all annual plans, both for the Pro and Expert subscription tiers. And this is also for new users only. But either way, Kittl is by far one of, if not the most affordable graphic design platforms on the market. I can almost guarantee that you're not going to find a tool with all of these features for less than $100 per month. And you can get started with the Pro plan for only $10 per month. That is a great deal. So whether you're just starting out with the pro plan or need the full power of the expert or business plans, Kittl gives you everything you need to create stunning visuals for your blog without the hassle. It's affordable, flexible, and packaged with advanced AI features to help you bring your creative ideas to life. So if you're ready to take your blog's design to the next level, give Kittl a try. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more tips and tools to make your blogging journey easier. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're looking to start a blog, check out these 2 videos on how to build, grow, and monetize a WordPress blog. They'll walk you through the entire process step by step. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.